drivers would be the best at babysitting and who would be the worst?
Babysitting. Oh my god. I think Max now, right? So Max probably could be good. At babysitting, the worst will probably be myself.
Very well done, gentlemen. See you in Singapore. Thank you.
The heart was good.
For me, it was special. I
Really?
was expecting to be a lot quicker.
But I think they were not too dissimilar, to be honest. Yeah. I feel like you had to keep pushing on it as soon as you like.
On the...
Well, both
yeah.
sets, if you keep like really attacking before like.
The entry, not like the break.
Yeah.
Very.
You got a new mascot on the back of your helmet?
A unicorn. Funds and this as I'll wear it this weekend.
Maybe you can't take it off now.
Yeah, you think you've thrown out that bit?
Russell 2 seconds.
Gaps ahead.
2 cars plus Russell. For info, DRS is disabled down to turn 3 only. You didn't need to go recharge on. It was only disabled to turn 3.
Yeah, I get that. But, I mean, I'm asking for information. It's my preference. I mean, it's definitely too slippery. You know, Russell went straight, it's raining.
Of Max finishing ahead of us as there is Ferrari, to be honest. So it can, team Verstappen. But yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Toto, you've yet to tell us who George Russell's teammate is going to be next year.
I think it's much too early for us to commit to a driver.
But have you whittled it down?
Yes.
Can you give us a...
No.
No, okay.
You know what the problem is, right? I think a really good relationship with all of my teammates, to be honest. Now, some of them you meet in a different phase of your career, right? So sometimes you might be fighting still for like promotion, or where you're the established driver and someone else comes into your team, and just a very different relationship in a way, I guess. I think when you're teammates and in general competing against each other, there's always a certain amount of, well, competition, right? Mm-hmm. But once that disappears and you are still, and you can hang out and have dinners together or have a chat or phone call, you know, talking about anything in life, I think that's what counts the most.
So who is it that we're putting next to George?
I think the difference might be a little bit, of course, like if you're the same age, it's a bit different, right? Because then it's not ideal. Yeah. And I think if you look at the best partnerships in the past of how to win championships.
If Max was to come here and to be your teammate, you've obviously taken on Lewis, one of the greatest of all.
Yeah, I'd be all for it, to be honest. I
mean, when you have the same age, I think honestly for me, and the
drivers next to each other, and
they will always try to mess with each other.
And I believe in myself, and you need to go up against the best.
It is a point. You have to believe that you are the best one. Otherwise,
everybody wants to prove what they've got. So
that's how I grew up. You have to believe that you can beat anyone.
Yeah, make it happen.
today. It was like the hardest lesson to learn, to leave everything behind and to start from zero now, from today on. How's your mind going to this track? Brazilian track in front of your crowd.
Even met Russell over praten, even rustig met z'n
Ja, nu
tweeën.
nog even niet, maar hij weet je wat het is? Hij doet altijd heel netjes hier voor de camera. Maar als je dan naar binnen persoonlijk zit, is het gewoon een andere persoon. En daar kan ik heel moeilijk tegen. Dan kan je eigenlijk ook maar gewoon beter oprotten, want daar heb ik niks mee hoef ik niks mee uit te maken. I'm going to screw over like 2 other cars. And I think I'm at this stage of the championship that it's not necessary to be arguing with other drivers. So I'm like, whatever.
At the same time, I think George had different plans. He wanted to get his tires up to temp a little bit more. So he then...
Max and I have nothing to lose. You know, the pounds, got it all to lose.
There's a little bit of a moment between the two of them on the trailer as they go around the circuit or whatever earlier that he felt that things just went a bit too far yesterday, and he was so motivated coming into this race, even more than usual. But he.
Meteen natuurlijk in die eerste bocht weer vooraan te liggen.
Ja, dat heeft natuurlijk alles te maken met het feit dat hij die straf kreeg gisteren.
Ja, maar ook hoe er van de andere kant mee gehandeld werd, zeg maar. De andere coureur in kwestie tijdens die stewards meeting, dat sloeg echt nergens op.
Dat gaat dan om Russell. Wil je daar iets meer over uitweiden?
Ja, ik vond het gewoon belachelijk hoe hij mij een penalty wou aansmeren over dat geval.
Why are we not sharing?
No, but I think as soon as you lock, it just...
This year it happens more, no? That when you lock, you use...
That's a nice bar.
Yeah, those are safety car mints.
Yeah.
I kept thinking those are yellow, but it was a bloody DHL branding. Every time I looked at the screen, I thought, oh, it's yellow, but then I realised it was...
You guys must have had a good stop, no?
Yeah, I think I gained the hard was good.
I was expecting to get a lot quicker.
Anthems for the winners. Victories now for Red Bull in Formula One. George Russell with a... They all know what it's like to be up there, and would have feared that this...
How have you ended up here in the part, first of all?
That was an unpleasant experience.
And how are you feeling turning away from this little race you've just done to the main one day? Pit lane start. We've seen you produce magic around here. How are you feeling for later today?
Yeah, we'll try to do the best we can. You know, yesterday qualifying was very tough. A long race. Hopefully, of course, we can have a good one.
How much of a risk was it to start the race on the hard tyre, given that you had... How do you see this one playing out over the remaining 7 races? Do it could come to you? First podium for Williams, very well done. Look, what was the...
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
If the car is shocking to drive, yes, we'll be a bit more competitive.
Yeah, I think
a bit more of a snog in between the two. So,
what do you see as the biggest challenges over 62 laps?
Probably these two next to me, to be honest.
It was a clean session for you. Surprised by the pace of Mercedes and Red Bull, first of all? Usual deal? Yeah, Andrew, please.
Andrew Benson, BBC Sport. Max, just to clarify, can you say who have you been taking into account when you've been deciding whether to wear them or not? And if you are wearing them, is it going to make this race less demanding than it was in the past?
when I wear the vest, I haven't used the vest. I'm also not intending to use it because I feel like this needs to be a driver choice, including pit entries in certain places. I think that has a bit more priority than a vest in the car, because I don't like it. I don't like the tubes that are on you and your body with the belts that go next to you. Then they can say it's a bad design.
You don't like it, no?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Any more? Yep.
Ben Waterworth, Speed Cafe. Question for Oscar. Given that his little brush of the wall a snog, what do you call your little brush of the wall?
And eventually did crash out. Something similar happened yesterday with today's performance and getting pole. How much does that motivate you to, tomorrow go out there and win the race itself?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
The walls, they actually move around the track. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
must have been more
quite tricky in some places.
Yeah. No, it's
a very warm welcome. Can we start with the point George has just made? He thinks that if you'd taken the lead at turn 1, you could have won the race.
I think so too. It's just super hard to pass around here, but I didn't take the lead at turn 1, so...
Publication, yeah. Ronald.
Ronald, fordingmotorsport.com. It's a question to Max. You mentioned Red Bull's progress in recent weeks of Laurent Mekies. How would you describe the role of that? He himself just said in hospitality, just like in Monza, my contribution is...
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a proper battle. Yeah, it's of course not so easy when Mercedes wins today in URP 2, and I think the other Mercedes also scored points in I don't know what position, so it's tough. But
The 0.4 of a second on the brakes, and he's going for it. He's looking to the inside. That is absolutely outrageous for a late set for George Russell, who went for it immediately, and Max Verstappen had to take avoiding action.
You know what? Love it. Love the aggressive dive and brilliant hand.
They're not best of friends anyway, and that's not improved the relationship.
Well, that is one wild attempt from Russell.
Mid seven.
Wait, what is that?
He went off the track, mate.
55 points behind Oscar Piastri, and incredibly, in the last 4 Grand Prix weekends, will have taken 49.
Watanabe Finosa Galarga. Slaverani Zenze. Bayou. Essenoi. Flarib Finalibo. Kempel Veruda. Nuloi Sawata.
I mean, I knew you don't get many opportunities with Max. I saw can do both at the same time. I don't know.
The rest of the season, Mercedes, and George in particular, can be a threat, stopping you from achieving higher positions.
We'll see, don't we? I don't know. We'll see race by race what happens. I can't look into the future, unfortunately. With some things that would be nice.
Many congratulations to the top 3 finishers of this here at the FIA Formula One United States Grand Prix. In 3rd place, Carlos Sainz. In 2nd place, George Russell, and taking his...
Veriki Gorge says it. Aringa. Nurchel Karenzi? Huh.
Yeah, P2, I think similar to what Max said. I mean, but I knew Max, I saw Max was struggling a little bit.
Man, I just saw the replay of Verstappen. I don't understand how it's not one collision or penalty here.
I'm with you, I know.
Yeah, this is a fucking joke. Reminds me of the first ever go-kart race.
Yeah, I struggle to understand how 3 drivers can just cut the first corner and continue it. It punishes the drivers who have driven quickly, and if Max went off the track, came back on, I was on the outside, lost 2 positions.
To go off the track, there's quite some discussion about it also with the other drivers, because I think some feel you maybe should have had a penalty. Would you put some words on the situation?
Not my problem. Learn from the mistakes also that we made probably on some weekends, and I mean, every year you also grow and learn, you know, from past mistakes. That goes for everyone. If it rains, the tarmac is wet. Yeah, so it's a bit slippery.
Fernando Alonso's go-kart track.
Yeah, my hometown, yeah, and my go-kart.
North Pole. Yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day, like, you always have a healthy kind of competition, and you always will want to beat each other, right? But at the end of the day, the personality of the person, whatever you do off track, will decide, you know, if you can be good friends, and yeah, that
And
Yeah.
you look at me and Nico, for example, we have a very good relationship. I really like to work with him. He's a great guy. We hang out outside of the track as well. You know, I think we have respect to each other. Obviously, I want to beat him on track because he's my teammate, has the same car as me. He wants to beat me on track. We need to build. We are fighting in the back right now. If we start creating tension inside the team when you're in...
And at the end of the day, even if the team is very successful now, eventually it will break it up. That have to, at one point, if it's such a mess between the two drivers, you create, it's a two-sided garage, right? Like you have one side, the other side. And
Lumbe Kenya, Vilpa, Befite. Batanabi Finosa Galarga, Stoomsa Turip, Essenoi, Flarib Finalido, Kempel Veruda.
Yeah, good. I wanted to put on a show, right? So that's why we're here in Vegas.
To put the numbers 6 and 9 on the roulette wheel, what do you think?
I mean, I either stay at 69 or I have to go to 169 because it's actually quite a cool number.
That's awesome.
Yeah, look,
Sorry.
Max, absolutely brilliant. One of the things I love as well is the racing respect between you.
A really up and down season and tough times, but also really beautiful moments. And we learned a lot throughout the whole season.